Welcome to Your Bookkeeping Matters. I'm Lisa Turner, bringing you short and snackable weekly episodes on bookkeeping and business matters in an easy to understand way so you can be in control and confident that you know your bookkeeping matters. Let's dive into this week's episode. Hello, my friend. Thanks for joining me for today's episode. With the name of the episode being a dead giveaway, I'm going to wrap up season 2 and talk all about big growth energy topics that I've shared with you over the last 20 plus episodes. I'm extremely grateful I've had the opportunity available to me to pop in your ears each week over these first 2 seasons of the show, and very, very excited for season 3 ahead, which is already in production. Over season 2, there were a few main themes where growth in your business circled back to. And one of the main ones, which has woven its way through nearly every episode, is to grow your business, you need to know you can't do everything yourself. And tied together with you are always learning as a person and as a business owner to support your growth. Growth can't be achieved without these 2 things. So if you're not ready to outsource and get help and support in your business, you'll cap your potential on how far things can go. I did mention loads of times throughout the season, growth isn't always an indicator of success. Your success might be measured differently by other goals. Remember, growth and success look extremely different for every single person and business owner. But to get that big growth energy to tackle the things you do want to achieve, you need to have the mindset around outsourcing of it being an investment in you and your business. While in the books they are, of course, an expense, they're not a sunk expense that you see no return on. Getting support is key to growing. Each of my guests throughout the season generally give some invaluable tips on things to look out for to find the best fit for you when you're outsourcing in their particular areas. Things like always checking reviews, asking other business friends who they use, connecting on socials like Instagram to get a good feel for the person or business, and always trust your gut feeling, your intuition. It's so much stronger and more accurate than most people think. I also went over how to find your perfect bookkeeper as well in an episode, Hiring a Bookkeeper, Here's What You Need to Know. Why, though, did I have guests throughout season 2, and how did I come up with the topics? Because the guests throughout the season were also specialists and experts in their field who you might not often get the chance to listen to or ask questions. By design of my episode planning, they were all from an important area to outsource in your business or have a specialist in that area as one of the many people you surround yourself with to help you and your business grow. Being a bookkeeper and a BAS agent here in Australia, I know in a very detailed and in-depth way, the next super important ingredient to big growth energy in your business is, of course, knowing your numbers. And I don't mean how many things you sold or your Facebook return on ad spend. I mean all your business financials, all your income and expenses and profit. Not only because I'm a bookkeeper and numbers fanatic, but because it's fact. You can't make business decisions on when to hire, what can you afford to invest in, all those growth impacting decisions without up-to-date and accurate financial information to see how you're tracking. You can make those decisions without it, but they're based on guesswork and it might not be financially viable for you to do those things. So you need that up-to-date, accurate information. Throughout the season, I covered how to make sure you're not using the wrong accounting software and the impact that could be having on your business, common financial mistakes so you can avoid them and have accurate numbers. One of my favorite episodes was profit strategies on how to manage your money right. And of course, an episode dedicated to what happens when you don't keep accurate records. That's right, you can't expect to grow. I know your ears might have glazed over a little just now and your mind wandered, but listening closely though, even if numbers aren't your thing and stress you out as a business owner, it's non-negotiable that you know them and look after them. They're also not as overwhelming as you might feel if you have the right person or team supporting you. So if you want to grow, of course you do, right? Don't bury your head in the sand when it comes to your numbers. Even if you outsource your bookkeeping, you might not know the nitty-gritty and do the detailed stuff, but you have to be across them and ask questions. If you're wondering, okay, I've listened to most of those episodes, what can I do next, Lisa? Well, without knowing exactly where you're up to and what your strengths are, I would always say the next thing to do, no matter where you are in your business journey, is 1, to learn more. If you're at the very start of your business or growth journey, you can find yourself courses on almost any topic you need. My favorite for new small business owners, of course, is my own Bookkeeping Matters Blueprint, which covers the foundations and basics of taking care of your business finances until you can or are ready to outsource. If you're past that, what can you learn next? Even myself, after more than 15 years in accounting, I am always learning both about numbers and small business, and I absolutely take it upon myself to learn all the things that are going on in my business and how they affect it and how they're done. I just love absorbing all new information. And number 2, focus on what you do best. Generate the revenue. Do the thing that you went into business to do. It blows me away when I hear people say, I can't afford to outsource XYZ, so I need to do it all myself. You are quite literally stopping yourself from growing, because if you're tied up wearing all the hats, when do you get the time to market yourself, talk to clients, grow the revenue, products or service? If you're stuck down in the daily grind. But don't get me wrong, you don't need to outsource everything if you don't want to, or there are things you love doing, absolutely keep doing them, but have your eyes on the goals you want to achieve and ask yourself, do I personally have to do and oversee this? Does it help me reach my goal, or is it taking away time from me doing the selling, the thing that I went into business to do? Can you guess what my favorite episode of this growth season was? The first ones to come to mind are the 10 amazing guests, because on reflection, I'm truly grateful to the special guests on this season I shared with you all. When I was planning this wrap up, I got a little emotional thinking about my own growth and how I didn't even know most of the guests before I started my bookkeeping practice back in 2017, Accounted for You. So now to be able to count most of them as now very dear friends and have them in my corner, and we're able to support each other along with all the other brilliant minds I work with and support, well, it's something I'm grateful for every day. So a huge thanks to my lovely guests for sharing their time and their wisdom, because those episodes were absolute brilliant. I have a second favorite group, and that would be all the profit ones. How to level up fast, profit strategies, simple strategies to grow your revenue, all of those ones. I love that group of episodes that are sprinkled throughout the season. And speaking of the season, this one is now all wrapped up. To keep you entertained in between seasons, because I am having a couple of weeks off releasing episodes, if you haven't already nabbed yourself a free copy of our 10 FAQs you need to know, dive over and grab your copy from our resources page. This is where I share the answers to the most common questions asked by you, the small business owner. Also, dive back and binge any episodes you haven't already snacked on. Even though bookkeeping and numbers is what my business is all about, planning and recording this show has got to be the favorite thing that I get to do now. Now, another big thank you to you for popping me in your ears today to grow your business financially and learn all your bookkeeping matters. If you love the show, please leave a review to help reach the ears of other podcast-loving business owners. I will catch you very soon in season 3 of Your Bookkeeping Matters. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the exciting upcoming new episodes and seasons.